Conversation with us. Conversation with us. Conversation with us. All right. That's our little jingle.
Conversation.
Yes.
Next time I'm singing.
Next time you sing it,
Yeah.
I hope we have our track. My son got my track.
For real?
And every time he tell me come and professionally record it, he told me don't come over because he's doing something else.
Maybe you have to do it cyber recording.
Ain't no way. Why when we start doing something, you have to get that ice cup and drink?
Because I'm thirsty.
It makes noise.
It does.
You need something like water. You need something like water, so because when you do that, that distracts me. Wouldn't that distract y'all when you trying to start something? And they got ice and stuff jiggling. See,
You want me to want me to conversate on that one?
Yeah, cause y'all, this one thing.
I'm good with that. I got my.
He quick.
I got my own little stuff.
Well,
my own little.
One thing that I had to learn when we first married, we talking about some of the journey in our marriage. Conversation with us, some of the journey in our marriage when
What you learned?
that you was really a janker, and that bothered me. I didn't like being janked. I remember.
I really can't jank you. It ain't fair.
Yeah, because you're good at it, and I don't like that. I know when we'll date ourselves, but when Archie Bunker show was on, and he used to always, when Edith would always come say something, he say to Edith, stifle. Ooh, that's what he used to say to me, y'all. Stifle.
Yeah, I was ignorant.
Yeah, young and ignorant.
I not ignorant. I was ignorant.
I said, now, honey.
I shouldn't say
I said, don't say that to me, especially we were like
that was
newlyweds.
Young TC. Okay. We done matured.
Stifle.
I don't even remember saying. I forget a lot of stuff.
Don't say that.
No, it ain't like I forgot the world, but I forgot those things. You got selective amnesia.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Selected, but you remember.
Selective.
Remember.
All right. Okay. So what we talking about? We talking about stuff we didn't like or what?
We can.
No, that's no subject. We don't need.
But people grow together, right?
Yeah, but then when that thing turn off right there, I got to deal. We go.
No, you gotta be real.
I am real. As real as you can get.
I mean, you can't be like. I like to be transparent.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
If we ain't gonna get mad if the cameras go off.
You want to go say something? I'm not saying nothing.
I'm not. What I'm gonna say?
I don't know. You know, like that parrot. You know. Come on.
So you don't want.
Yeah, we'll talk a little.
Yeah,
let's talk a little.
Sometimes in the journey you have to. I tell you what it is. You have to learn your boundaries.
Like.
You have to learn what you can say.
I tell you what.
And what you shouldn't say. Right?
I know.
What y'all think? You have to learn what to say and what. Just like with you, I had to learn what you like and what you didn't like.
Yeah, just like when you first got married and you had cooked something and I said, I don't want that stuff.
No, you didn't say that. If you had to say stuff, I've been okay.
What'd I say?
I don't want that mess. Ooh.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. See, I don't even remember the exact. Well, she remember. She probably remember what kind.
I remember
what kind of clothes I had on that day.
Listen. I had prepared some homemade soup and cornbread.
See, I don't even remember what it was.
Because
you made up for it now.
Yeah, but in the beginning, there was a lot of things that you didn't like to eat.
But
name some of the stuff you didn't like to eat. Now you like to eat it. Grits.
Yeah, I ain't on grits.
Rice.
I still don't care much about rice.
Well, you just stopped liking rice.
Rice is all right, but it's like you'll eat rice every day.
Well, see, now I don't even eat rice no more.
But you know, it was.
But I thought it's a waste to cook it.
It was like greens. I still do not like greens at this very moment. I don't care nothing about no greens, so you don't ever have to cook greens.
So we learned some things. I didn't have to worry about picking and cleaning greens. That was good. But I can get a can of Old Glory greens if I'm gonna eat some, and just boil my meat and then put that Old Glory up in there.
Old Glory don't work good for me.
Cause my mom and them, they knew how to cook them greens and how to pick them and stuff. So I thought marrying a Southern man, he's gonna want all that Southern stuff. But
Mother cooked greens every day. Mm-hmm. Every day she had greens and fatback. Mm-hmm. I just didn't. She loved them. Daddy liked them. I just didn't like them.
Well, that made a meal, especially when you probably didn't have a whole bunch of food. At least you had some vegetables and some cornbread.
Well, yeah.
But I wasn't thinking like that.
To me, the most important meal for me was always breakfast, and it still is to this day.
And that's the thing that I just couldn't. Yeah. You want to tell about that time with breakfast?
Yeah,
me and you.
I thought when we got married, I really thought that when we get married, she gonna do like my parents did. My parents, their mama get up, they cook, and we sit down at the table and eat breakfast every morning. So when I got married, she didn't get up.
But where did you get that from? I mean, really, in a young marriage. Who did you see that young getting up?
That's what I had.
Yeah, but they weren't young as us, honey.
They was at one time.
Listen, you wasn't there.
Ever since I can remember.
How old was your daddy when he had you?
30-something.
Yeah.
But from 30 all the way up to I didn't know no, but they had breakfast.
Your daddy was older than 30-something.
No, it wasn't. He was 30, 39.
He almost 40.
He's 39.
Yeah, but we was babies get married. And I was...
What that had to do with it?
Because I was from the Midwest. I didn't get up and fix no breakfast. Didn't nobody put that in the marriage book that when you get married, you got to get up and do breakfast?
Well, if I had to write a marriage book, that would be one of the things in there. You must cook breakfast for your husband.
That's selfish.
That is.
It is. It really is.
You say if I write the book?
No. I think just to be fair, y'all.
You wrote the book. Well, you wrote the book. Would you say don't?
No. Probably what I would say before you go into marriage, get all that understood.
You can't go through everything you think you're supposed to be doing. Cause there's some stuff you find out after you get married. Like I tell you what, one thing I found out is you got his and her towel. I'm thinking like, what is that? You remember that?
How you go from breakfast to towels?
You said stuff we didn't like.
You didn't like his?
No, I like them. No,
you didn't want a towel saying yours and mine? Well, you wasn't going to pick up my towel, period. No way. So what was the big deal of his and her?
I have never seen that. I wasn't raised with his and her. Just like you wasn't raised with breakfast.
Listen, my mother fixed breakfast. You know that. My mother fixed breakfast. I was not a breakfast eater. So it wasn't that I wasn't used to breakfast. And if we wanted to eat, it was on the stove when we come down. So that wasn't a big deal to me. But I didn't have a heart to fix breakfast. So therefore I didn't fix breakfast. And I'm not saying that for everybody. You have to learn what works for you.
Yeah, and I fought that fight for a while. Then after a while, I figured out.
I think for what, about a month?
No, probably.
It wasn't no year because you find out I wasn't gonna cook no breakfast.
It seemed like a year.
No, it was. I think that one better when you pulled me out the bed at 7 in the morning.
Oh Jesus!
And
I did what?
Pulled by my feet, y'all. He got my feet and pulled me out the bed and said, "I want some breakfast."
That wasn't no.
But he had got that advice from one of his friends. Don't ever get unwise advice from your friend to do something to.
No, because
what work in their house ain't gonna work in your house.
40-something years later, I
still
got to hear about that.
Yeah, no, you ain't got to hear about it, honey. We're sharing.
Okay.
We're sharing we're sharing with people.
Okay, but
We're sharing information.
That didn't work. That didn't work. It was a bad choice.
We're sharing information of how you set up what works for y'all.
Yeah, that didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
Let's throw that one away.
Take that back of saying 40-some years later you still hearing about it. No, you're not. We're just trying to help the people.
I just heard it tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Okay.
To help people, because it's just important. There are things that couples like, and those couples had to find out what are those things that work good for them. But we had to find out what worked good for us.
But you know what? One thing, couples, especially, I'm talking from a man perspective. Usually, women don't ever forget nothing. It's like it's stuff that they.
Why
have.
do you always say that, honey?
Because in their repertoire, you can always pull back some. Like you can remember the times I bought you bad gifts.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But don't always say women, because there's a lot of men. I talk to a lot of men that pull back stuff. You are one. You pull back stuff. You like to talk.
I don't hold no stuff like that.
It's not holding, honey. This here is helping.
I don't help. I don't help things like that. Then.
Yes, that's what you're doing. That's why we got us. We're talking about those things
that helped us.
Yeah, that's going to help other couples.
But the best thing to do is to make sure you get plenty of information before you get married. Learn how to talk to your wife, to buy gifts for.
Well, you'll learn that along the way. But orchestrate some things before you go into marriage and stuff like this here. That.
I think the best thing you do, you need to really talk to each other and understand, do you really like each other? Now, that's one thing that I can say about you. I really like you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could be just your friend because I love you.
Well, that's, to me, if you love
I couldn't
each
just
other.
be your friend. But
What you mean?
I could love you.
That.
I could love you. And you can be my friend, but I couldn't be your friend and not love you. You know what I'm saying? That'd be too deep. Cause I'm thinking like, man, I still love her.
Oh, you want to be like, go with me, marry me. You couldn't just be.
Duh.
But
I couldn't be your friend.
You all over the place with this.
Okay, we don't have no script.
I know. So.
Okay.
Stay with trying to help married couples.
That's what I'm trying to
or even with people that's trying to be married.
All right. For people that listen to this, tell me if that helped you. I guarantee you it helped some man.
And share if it kind of confused you too.
It might confuse some of y'all ladies, but us men, we understand.
Yeah, because like they say, men and women don't think alike, and we don't.
Thank God. I would
but
not.
But sometimes you can,
though. I don't think it would be good for me to think like you.
Sometimes, yes, we do, because we be sitting up looking at television and we'll go at the same time.
General stuff, but the way.
So that means in general stuff you can think alike.
Sometimes.
So don't erase that. Don't get rid of that.
For the most part, no. Men have to think a little different than women, because women.
Well, I think that's a matter of opinion.
It's opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah, so
I don't want to get into that either.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to tell all the women which way y'all think. I'm just saying.
Be careful of that.
What I think, y'all think.
Well, let's say for us. For us, you.
What you think?
Yeah, you. For me, you think a little bit different than I do, because there are things that, like. I want that's stuck in his head that he said he be thinking in his head, but he don't talk it out.
I don't speak it like you do.
And that's not good. No, I don't think that's good.
You speak a lot of things, and then you are more of a outward kind of.
I'm a communicator.
Getting stuff together, and I'm probably more inward on.
Y'all see how he doing right now?
On stuff like that.
He relaxed. He's just a relaxed guy. And but I guess sometimes you get those bring those balances.
So if I was you, not relaxed.
I am relaxed.
When you sleep.
No, I'm relaxed.
You ain't relaxed, girl. You like wound up like a rubber band.
If I'm wound up like a rubber band, I will snap on you right now. So I am relaxed. Oh, our time is up. Our time is up.
You mean you snap on me?
We'll come back with that part next time. If I was wound up as a rubber band, as you said, I would snap on you. So I'm not wound up. All right, conversation with us. We'll continue on the next time. If you like it, tell us, y'all, and share it with others. All right, God bless.